Hello, everybody. Sorry about the delay. With this Mercury retrograde, there's always something going on. There's always communications, always issues, and so on. I lost the whole internet. Had to go ahead and digging up why and so on. It's fixed. Otherwise, I'm gonna see me. I want to say thank you to all of you guys that waited for me, and it's going to be an interesting chat today, talking about the current energies and talking about the current issues. And yeah, had a lot of visions about what should I talk today to the chat. Interesting. There was only a folk, a gray and a black folk, and nothing else with it. And I'm like, what is this all about? What is this energy? What's going on to it? And I was looking at to the energies earlier. Like woke up and I had a little nap in the afternoon. I woke up and all of a sudden it's like hit me like a rock bottom. Current Lilith is over my ascendant, right? And there in my ascendant, I'm like, ooh, boy, I'm an ascendant Cancer, and I was like, okay, it is what it is. You gotta face the Lilith in there. You're gonna have to face the shadow. But you're facing the shadow from long before. There was a long time ago. There was also this intense energies inside of this Lilith, this shadow that follows you, this shadow from within, this shadow that is a collective, this shadow that is a bed. And had a brief conversations, talk about this, what it makes me to be a twin flame, how it was. I was second guessing, did I had to, what it makes me to become a public figure, and so on and so on. What really pushed me for about this, that was that this love that is within the twin flames is misunderstood. This love wasn't explained. This love was never exposed into the community, into the masses, into the collective. This beautiful God-given love was never really brought out into the surface. Why? And what that does to me, it was like I was looking within me. I didn't guess at that love because I knew it was coming from the divine. And I didn't look at it. I became the public. I came out in the public as a twin flame. And today, Nick actually tagged me in a post into the group, which is I started. It is a public group. People posting there. It is about public group in there. It's not hidden. That is the purpose of this group. The group, it's I am Twin Flame. If you don't know the group, then go search it on a Facebook and you'll find it. But Nick tagged me in a post. He's like, Dio, can you back this up? And I talked to Nick today. Actually, we discussing some of the things, and we're talking about the past is returning, the return of the past. But when the past is returning, what are you going to see? Are you going to see the progress? Are you still going to hold on into what it is? So it is. So right now I'm going to be quiet, but I'm going to be actually going to be recognize the people that came here to the chat. I want to say thank you guys for supporting me, and I want to say thank you for being here. And we keep on going. We keep evolving. I know that if you've been watching the Astro Gravitational Report, you feel the current energies. You know what I'm talking about. You're probably fighting this same shadow within me, but this shadow, it is a collective shadow. If you win over the shadow from before, you know how to even do it right now. So with these energies, okay, we are learning. There is a test that is going on. There is a test for the divine. There is a test for the collective. But if you passed your test, chill out. You maybe know the answers. But that was maybe the one of the reason why I shouldn't talk about what this is. But since Nick posting things about it and says like, "Do you back me up?" I'm gonna back up in this case, and we're gonna be talking about the things about twin flames. There is a post in to the group. I'm gonna read you the post. There is a picture with a quote. It's a meme about twin flames. The things about twin flame. You don't fall in love with a twin flame. You're in love as made us love each other by the God. And so your twin doesn't need to talk to you or text you to be in love. They just ascend, recognize you, and remember past lives and all the love they hold for you. You're each other's husband and wife as made by God, the only kind marriage made for you. This is what we are going to discuss in it today. The things about twin flames. Yes, you do not fall in love with it. You are love. When you are awakened within the twin flame energy, you feel it within you, but differently. Not with your heart, not with your body. No, someplace else. Deep inside of your core, within your soul. A love that turns everything upside down from within you. That love is more beautiful than you everything you ever even you imagine, see in the movie, or you can even picture it in your mind. Why? That is it, the awakening process within the twin flames. That is this beautiful love that you seen it, you understand it, and you know it. You was expecting that love within your life. You knew you were different. If you're a twin flame out there, man, that Mercury retrograde is really pounding these energies. Have to use the energy of the moon to put the divine message within Mercury retrograde instead of Lilith's energies. But it is what it is. We have the two. Maybe that's more of the energies that when Eve came in and Lilith came back and found out that Adam has an Eve, she turns into the snake for it. But anyway, it is what it is. That is the energies that are present. So you just don't fall in love. You are love in there. You're wondering, did you ever knew love from within you? You are wondering, did that love is true? Did that love is actually fantasy or whatever it might be? So you're looking at in that love. You're looking at all you find there is nothing else but love. The more you're digging in there, you find more love. The problem rises up when that love is not shared, is not understood. Why? Because the people don't understand that love. The average people never were exposed to that love. And they begin to interfere. Why? Because they want that love. Have you seen someone who wants that love inside of them? They're jealous. They become want that love you to look at it like them, and so on and so on. All they have to do is ask you to, with love, not with jealousy, not with hatred, not with anything else, is ask, what is this love? You could explain it to them. Okay? But people still want their own things. People still want their in there. You and a twin flame begin to have a very deeply visions from within each other because you are the same energy. You are the same energy field. But who makes that field? If you look at it, the picture that is actually in the clip there, the first picture, before you open the clip, there is this triangle in fire of love, and the couple there is there. That's what twin flame is. A God who puts two people in the same vibrations, in the same situations from within in there. So, with that being said, Grande, thank you for coming in. Alicia, CJ, uh, Erica, Elizabeth, Lorianne, Tweety, Queen Master, CF, all of you. I love you guys. It comes in here and be it in the chat. Margot, good morning to you. Thank you for coming in. And to keeping going within this energy, it actually brings me back to the same compassion I had for a very long time in there. And if you look at it within you, as yesterday's chat, that is who you are. You are that love. You vow to that love within the divine from within you. You did. But is your partner? Maybe not. Your twin flame, maybe have some other issues, may have some situations, and so on and so on. Okay? It doesn't matter how much love you can give it to them. It doesn't matter how much things that you can do it to them. Because the twin flame love is scary. Do you know why it's scary? Because it's going to require you to living in the truth. And the truth is scary. A lot of the people are afraid out of this love. And that is truth. I seen that fear. With both talking about with runners and the chasers, the one chasing the truth, that are running from the truth. For it, people who are in the twin flame, they're hiding themselves. I was very kind of like a pissed at some point. Is like, if you're hiding into the closed groups, you are not out in the open as a twin flame, you don't understand your powers. You guys have to understand one thing, and I'm telling you again about this. If you're not out in the open as a twin flame, you're sabotaging yourself. You're stopping this energy of the twin flames that are for out there for the collective. And if you're not open yourself to the collective, you're actually only dealing it within yourself. You're selfish, not selfless. Twin flame are selfless. And if you're not doing it all this, I remove myself from pretty much all the closed groups in there. I remove myself. I open up the open groups. Everything is out and open because it's a public. It is about for the public to understand this. Begin to make the videos, begin to do some workshops, begin to help a lot of the people, but then so on and so on. It is about you don't fall in love with your twin flame. There is no falling in love like you fall in love with another person. No. You are love with them. Because the sooner you see them, the sooner you sense these energies within yourself, you actually are the twin flame in there. Hi, Matthew. Thank you for coming in. And you're in love was made to love each other by God. If you look at it, this picture I said, this triangle that was explained in some of my earlier videos and before, that is about the one twin flame, another one, and God, which is the third energy. The third energy that puts you together from within you. But what do you do with that third energy? Some of the people, they choose that divine energy. Some of the people don't. And yes, Alicia, that is the Trinity love. That is the Trinity love within. So your twin doesn't need to talk to you, text you to be in love. You're feeling it from within you. If they're rejecting you, you still feel the love of them. Why? Because their soul loves you. Maybe their ego, maybe their human base doesn't want to text you. Maybe their human base does not want to talk to you. But inside of the soul, they love you. And you know it. You feel their love. You feel their presence. You feel they struggle to allow this divine love to entering their mind. They are fight within there. They are fighting with love from within. Could be a lot of reasons they are fighting with this. There could be a culture, religions, father, mother, social status, money. That could be religion, and so on and so on. But your love within there. And experiencing within all this and experiencing it, helping you with the in the soul connections and so on, find out that the people fighting want the human based behavior with the spiritual based behavior. Um, Madonna says age difference, exactly. The age gap. A lot of the people have the issues with the age gap. I give them the history of Charlie Chaplin. Go seek it there. I don't have better example as the twin flames with them. And go read some of the quotes of Charlie Chaplin in there. It's a real life, okay? Real situations. And to me, he is a hero. But to me, is also she is the best hero in there. What she told him. I want you to do your homework and search it. What she told Charlie Chaplin in there. And post it below the comments. You will be surprised how much love that she had for him. Okay? So, what is it? The twin flames. The twin flames, they ascend. They will just ascend, recognize you, and remember past life and all the love they hold for you. Yes, they may remember the past life. You may remember what happened in the past time. You may remember what it was, all this love they hold in you. They understand this love. But are they really going to remember the love within themselves? Are they going to be acting in that love? Most of the people, because of the veil of forgotten, which is when you are reborn here, that veil with some people is just strong. With some people actually is missing. It's not there. It's not present. Some of the people, they know what happened 20 million years ago. They know since beginning of time what happened. They have different knowledge, they have different situations and so on, and the veil, it's not there. Or if it's there, it's thin. So when you remember the past life, don't stay in a past life. I'll give you this. Maybe in a past life, you two don't understand each other. You maybe fight each other. You maybe even killed each other but the love that was there, it was love. Maybe in one lifetime, you were parents, you were maybe siblings, enemies, and so on and so on for it. But there was something within love. And if you see yourself, why you're not love? Because you find the love all the lives. Previous life, you find that love. What did you do fight? You fight the ego, the cultures, and so on. You are preparing for the missions that you need to be. That missions from within you that you need to fight for it. Are they fighting now? Probably most of the people are fighting, but they are fighting with you. But actually, they don't. They are fighting from within them about you. That is what the reality is. They're fighting themselves. And that inner fight they put into you. If you look at it even in the past life situations and so on and so on, maybe they're repeating the same mistakes. Maybe there is repeating the same situations comes in. Maybe the same things are coming into it. But the love that was given during the ignition, during the proper state, it was made by God. Yeah, you know it. They know it. Uh, and so on. And Alicia, yep, my runner was only 9 years my senior, so he ran, moved, and born at over 15 years. Thought he forfeit his position. I met another, but more narcissistic twin, not unconditional love. I fell in love with Trinity like we were Adam and Eve with unconditional love. Yes, you're going to feel that love. But don't forget about it. We're here like in a hell currently, the way the earth is. Don't forget about it. The fallen angels fall in earth. The one who don't believe in love and they want to create different love here, different their own society here. But God's plan is to make paradise on earth. So yes, they're gonna facing situations. They're gonna facing things for it. And if you're facing narcissistic twins or whatever it is, it's triggers. You have to have this so you can be more powerful from within you. And if you feel the Trinity inside, you understand what God's plan is and who you are listening to it. And today's energy is who are you listening to it? You're listening to the lower self, the money, the material life, the prosperity in life, material wise, or you're looking at the prosperity and the dignity and the honesty from within yourself, that honor inside of it. So much within this. Diana, be mindful blaming Lord Mercury for your own technical issues. Yes, but Mercury retrograde is Mercury retrograde. Can't blame him for everything. But currently, about this Mercury retrograde is about the truth. And the truth, when it comes in, and it's coming, it's going to come out and it's shined. And that's what the truth about the twin flames. It's coming out. You shake the course of the humanity. You can't stop it anymore. You think someone can try to stop the twin flames energies there in the world? I want to remind you something. 10 years ago, there was no info about twin flames. How about you right now? You go to the YouTube and you find probably have already millions plus something out there is about twin flames. You think they can stop this God's plan about twin flames? I don't think so. You also believe it from within you. So these energies about that we have, these things that it's made it from God, is going to come out. The truth is going to come out. It's going to piss off a lot of people, but it's going to come out. And that's what right now, a lot of the people are wondering, why did they didn't have information from before? No, they did. They didn't look at it in the right place, inside of themselves. Then they look at it, the love that God had it. They didn't look at it, this ascension of the soul from within them. They were focused of how much money they will have. They were focused on the survival skills. They were focused of surviving competitions, competing with the Joneses, competing with others' relationships, shows off, having a lot of face mask, and they built society, a false society that had nothing to do with the primary situations of love, which is two people coming in love under God, which is that what twin flame is. And when this twin flame gets ignited right now, there is the beautiful love. It is. And they cannot stop it. No one can. It's universal love. That's how the universe was created. So, to go on with this, you're each other's husband and wife as made by God. Is the only kind of marriage made for you. You can feel these energies. You can feel this. Their soul wants this. Your soul wants this. But you need to face something. You need to clear everything that is not God's made. Everything that it's a human base made, everything that it's ego base made, even emotions. Some of the people think about like, and they ask me, Dio, when we ascend, I don't feel certain emotions. Yes, you're not going to feel it because those emotions, they are false emotions created by human base. They're not divine. You are going to be doing different, thinking differently from divine perspective. Certain emotions, they're not going to be there anymore. You're going to be clear of this because they were created from the human ego about control, possessiveness, codependence, jealousy, and everything underneath the darkness, the shadow side from within. But when you rise up above, you're going to be clearing all these energies. And when you clear it, you're going to find that inside of the shadow, deep inside there was love. There was God's love. But you have to turn it on the light from within. Not in your twin, within. When you turn that light from within, the universe begins to have the light from within you. You become one with the universe. You become one with God. And that is that energies that comes in and they're working on you. Now you have these energies inside of you. You are the twin flame with the divine. You're one with this. Is your twin flames going to recognize this? Some do, some don't. Some recognize, don't act upon it. You need to understand that the actions is their behavior, but it's about you, always been about you. And throughout the years, in the situations and the energies and the people that I've seen throughout the years, I found that love rised up to something that I didn't ever imagine at the beginning as a twin flame. Now I see a different energies. Now I see a different people. Now I see these divine human souls on fire. I see these people who are not scared like before. I see these people who are standing on the ground with their heads in a cloud. This is what I see. I still feel some low vibrations of people who are just walking within the twin flames. I still understand, and you know what? I'm still talking about it. It's not like I'm rejecting it and so on. But you need to understand this is our journey. We're here to awaken the human base here that we still have something more precious is the love and the soul. The love and the soul that Aristotle said. If you want to understand what love is, that is a one soul within two bodies. And he made that statement 2,000 years plus ago. Why did humanity doesn't know this? They're focused on different. They're focused on the flesh. Focus within the money, possessions, houses, not God's love. People forgot about God. Yeah, they maybe go to churches, maybe they go through this, maybe other situations. I see some of people, they go to churches, what they are. They can't describe everything about the Bible in there. But in reality, in life, you can't go to church and cheating at your work, lying about reports, for example, or seeing things and it's like, oh no, that's not it, that's not for me, and so on. When you are called to make a service. So yes, but we're still here, we still communicate. And we're still cracking that up wide open more and more. More and more people begin to be awakened. More and more people begin to understand this love. And more people, even today, they're facing their shadows. They're evolving, they're moving, and they're ascending. And that's what the divine path is. Because if you ascend, if you moved up, if you rise up above of what you were from before, if you face your fears, if you face your shadow, your own darkness from within, and you change, not just in words, but change in actions, you're the hero in my eyes, but so is in the universe. Because some of the people, they don't do that. That's their choices. Okay? But you're the example of this twin flame love in you. Because this is who you are. You are a twin flame. And I want to say thank you at the bottom of my soul that you are who you are. Guys, I love you. Now, if you guys have some questions, we can go ahead and talk about it. So, all right. Diamond B sends a heart to CF. CF deserves a lot of love. This guy, Rich, manages. The other sound wonderful. No hanging on it. You won't be relevant. This will become one. Madonna, I feel so much love in my heart every day, even for the people that hurt me, but I don't let toxic people near me anymore. Yes, Madonna. I was spoken to people before, and even last night, I spoken to some very dear person to me for it, and I was asked one question: dear, why didn't we then, when we were called at certain situations, we don't act like this, like everyone expecting us to do? We are gonna do a different emotions, actions, and so on. We are going to protecting the energy. Who are we giving the energies to it? Because we understand that these divine energies is not for everybody. Some people want to feed on that divine energies. They think like when they consume that energies from us, they will become divine. Not a chance. So you will be staying away of these toxic people. That is the famous prayer, Our Father. You know that prayer in there, and it says there, loud and clear, please remove us from the people who are toxic. So that's what this was in there. And we are going to be going through this because we're sensing now these toxic people, we're sensing these toxic situations, and we're not giving it to them. But we're still engaging with them. And what we're going to do is telling them, look in you. Instead of ask me, look inside of you. You have the same thing I have. All you have to do is develop your divine energies within you. Fire them up. You can help them like a little spark. If you have to, just give them a little bit spark in there, but that's your job. The rest of it is up to them. They need to develop the divine love and the connections with the divine from within them. That's what the toxic lessons is of these people. They seek in that love because they are lazy to develop it from within. They want to depend on it, and that's how the codependency gets created. But you, as an awakened, you understand this divine love is not for everybody. You can give it to everybody, but people is gonna be like, you know, don't put your seeds over stones, but do it over a ground where they can go within and they can rise up. Because seed over the stone is never gonna grow. So that's what this is. Yes, a lot of the people feel that you should not give these energies to everybody. That doesn't mean you cannot show it to everybody. Showing up to everybody is making the people think. That's what the twin flame comes in. People to think really. I was watching a video of Tila Swan, and she said one thing: "You're gonna lose the love of your life, not because of anything else. It's because of misunderstanding what love is." And it was very beautiful explanations in there. And that's what this is. We're trying to helping the people to understand what twin flame love is, because it's divine love. It fires and awakens and help you to ascend your soul to a new higher state. That's what you're here for. You to ascend, you to grow, you to evolve, you to expand. So the universe through you expand as well. You are the seed of the universe, the star seed. If some of you want to be more politically correct from within. And that's what this backup that Nick wants it is this matter. But the seed is when two awakened people coming in together in love under God. Now they can create the paradise. They can become one flesh, one blood. They can become one soul. And they become one love. So, Madonna, when your twin flame is a runner, what do you do other than focus on yourself and be positive and saying, I'd love to reach out? Do you let them come to you? You need to leave the runner alone in a way so they can come to their senses. You got to be careful with the runner because the runner may come back checking things out within you. The runner may be working themselves. The only thing it is the runner will come back when at the divine time it's coming. Sometimes the runner runs so bad and they did so much things that you're like, I don't want to have nothing to do with this because they have toxic personality from within themselves and you don't want to even deal with them. Are they going to clear up? Are they going to fix things within themselves? You're going to know about it. But some of the situations they are like this, they are like this. And the only thing that you're going to do is leave the runner within the hands of the divine. You can't control them, can't manipulate them because you're going to become like them. You can't really push them, do things for them, chase them. That's the worst thing because you're not doing your things. You're chasing the runner. And don't chase the runner. Chasing the runner and the runner running away from you, doesn't help at all within the evolutions within yourself. And when they come to you, they're going to come to you clean and clear under the divine, or you're going to feel the truth within them that they want to return to you because they are codependent within you. They feel like their life crumble and nothing's going on within them, and without you, they're nothing. No, they have to be a true personality without you. That is the lesson of the runner within them. The same way, you have to be a true personality as who you are as a twin flame without you chasing them because you codepending on them. Now there is an interdependence between you, them, and God, Madonna. And I want to say thank you for coming to the chat. And very beautiful questions in there. So, Tiffany, yes, every day. Grande, thank you for the love and the namaste. Tweety, I was struggling lately because of very toxic people which are in my work environment, and I have learned that I should respond with truth or with observing myself what triggers me and work on that. Tweety, if you have a toxic people around you, continue shining the love. The love will irritate them from within themselves, but you are untouchable. So if you're struggling with toxic people in your work environment, if they're jealous of you, They're jealous because they don't have what's within you. Experiencing this before. And that was at my previous job. And in my last job, when I was entering there for interview, uh, I told them I'm a spiritual community personality, and I do workshops. I am a twin flame, and once in a while I have to get Fridays off so I can do a workshops Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Which that was a part of the agreement when I was hired. And I told everyone in the company that I am twin flame. And guess what? Did people were jealous? Maybe yes, maybe no. But guess what? Some of the people believed in that love. Some of the people they knew that love. Some of the people there, they never questioned that love. But I don't have problems. Why? I didn't have the problems because of the truth. This is why when you are out in the open as a twin flame, you don't have problem. People have problem, but not you. So if you have a problem with the toxic situations at work, tell them I'm a twin flame. If you're wondering what is the difference between me, see what their response is. I had someone come to me and they say that been asking in court, what is this twin flame? If you are in the United States, twin flames, it is as a registered religion under the Universal Church and Triumph. It's registered as a new age. So they should not discriminate you that you are a twin flame. I was asked about a few days ago, dear, what should I do? And I told them the legal advice because that's what this is. I'm talking about the United States. Okay. So, how true it is, let go, let them find themselves. Exactly. Because if they're not their true selves, they cannot be in the truth of this love. They cannot be in the truth of that love. That's what the truth is more important thing. I will say the most important thing. Because without truth, there is no true love. And without truth of this soul divine connections inside of you, and without the truth that you are who you are, you're blocking it, the blessings that you have within. You're restricting these energies from within yourself. You are who you are. You know yourself. Like, yes, and it triggers them. I've noticed it, and they have noticed that I can't follow sheep mindset, gossip, negative thinking, etc. Exactly. Exactly, Tweety. The average people, when they see us in the streets, they look at us like, most of the people will come as in and tell you what is this love between you guys, or what's going on, or so on and so on. Love. Why do they look at you like this? They see the light within your soul. They see your vibrations. They see the lightness. They see that you're different. You're just a reminder of who they are from inside, for crying out loud. But if you don't open up this energy within yourself, if you're blocking it, you're not putting it out there, what will happen to the rest of the humanity? They're not going to be awakened. This is why the twin flame cracked that open inside. So many people cracked that open for it. I mean, you know, in every places there is a black ships, and there's people who using and abusing the term, and that's their karma. I'm not going in there. Still, they're doing the work. They're talking about twin flames. Most people don't understand what it is to be a twin flame. They don't understand this divine love. So, yeah. But you, as a twin flame at the workplace, you understand how this company can prosper 10 times more than probably the bosses who owns this business. I bet you that you know all this. But they won't listen to you. They listen to their ego from within there. Most of the business owners, they have a lack of seeing the love from within you. They're lacking at that energy. Why? Because they're afraid you may gonna take over, maybe performing better, or they're afraid of that somehow that this energy within you is gonna be like this. But you're actually there to help because of the people who work in the company, not because of them. But that's a lot of lessons in there. It's a lot of lessons. Tiffany, I know they don't mind trying to get up of you so you don't feel, but they can't. That's what. Oh, yeah, that's what they're mad about it. If you look at it, most of the people are mad about themselves from within because all they ask is want somebody to give them and so on. They don't look at it that they have to develop from within like you develop yourself. So, Tiffany, yes, just sometimes I mix you, Tiffany and Tweety. It's kind of like the one, it's Tiffany H and then Tweety N, and I'm like, when I see the chat, it's pretty quick. So if I mix you too, I'm sorry, I want to apologize for it. But it is what it is. I know they don't mind trying to get it out of you. So, what do you mean get it out of you? They want it. They want these attentions from you. They want these energies from within you. So they want to feed it with themselves, but they cannot have it. Most of the toxic personalities, depending personalities, which is they are in these positions within themselves, they want to have it. They want to have that love, but they have to develop from within. So my TF had a fighting himself. I saw that. Yes, they're all gonna have fight. You either have a fight from within you, but the intuitions is leading you. What is there? Doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine as a body, you have intuition. It doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine. You have Mars inside of you. You have Venus inside of you. You have a Lilith inside of you. Okay? But you have this goddess power within you as well because you are made like God. So, yeah. Some people like to see you mad and down in you instead of happy because they are not happy. That's what I mean. Oh yeah, they try to bring you down. Tiffany, I totally agree with you. There is a lot of energies tries to bring you down because they cannot be happy. So they make themselves happy when you are going down in their level. And they're like, yeah, you see, I'm better than you now. I'm happy. You're not performing better than me. You're not knowing more than me. You're not showing up more than me, or so on and so on. That is a animal things of competition. Some of the twin flames who built competition from within, that is an ego-based mentality. So yes, but when you win, when you lost the love, when you're missing the love once you had it, then when it's the runners are going in there, um, and so on. So, yeah, we cannot tolerate the lower energies anymore. Right now in the world, Tweety, yes, nobody wants to tolerate the lower energies. We don't pay attention with them. We are not engaging with them. Even if you were trying to help, like this compassion from within, we understanding that we have to be engaged with them in order they to look from themselves. But being all the time creating a comfort zone for them, giving it to them, and we actually don't help them. The wrong understanding of empathy is you helping people that actually you should tell the people, get your rear end and get to work on yourself, developing yourself. But instead of, we are like, oh, here's some this, here's some that, here's some this, and they come for more and more. And you see that these people, they only come and seek information, but they don't do their inner work. You see this kind of people? I see plenty of it. This. I see that it didn't change, it didn't evolve with them. The whole purpose of knowledge, it is you to change your behavior and act upon the new build ascension behavior from within yourself. You don't act upon it because what are you studying for? What are you seeking it for? It? There is no purpose in there within all this. So yeah, we are going to be within this. I totally agree. Alicia, we are a high priest and higher priestesses transmitting hate into love. Yes, we do. We're gonna transforming all this. Yes, we are. Because we transform it first from within ourselves. We are transforming first from within ourselves. Bharati from India. Hello, this is from India. My twin flame is narcissist. What shall I do, please? If talking about the narcissism a little bit, this, if they are having a personality disorder from within, there you need to understand one thing. You have to let the narcissist alone. Total cut off connections, let them loose, let them the situations. They may be not narcissists, but they have a narcissistic traits. Maybe someone taught them this. Maybe the way of life made them. Maybe a parents made them. They learned it from somewhere. 99% out of the narcissists are made by master, someone who mastered them, someone who worked on their minds since they were a child, and so on and so on. That's how it goes. Only like a 1%, a little bit more. This is actually passing through, is through the DNA. Okay. So when you allow the narcissist to be by themselves, they begin to question from within. They either gonna crack and crash and have a what's called tower moment, dark night of the soul, and so on. And they're gonna recognize this love, and they're gonna head out to their inner core and change for the love, or they're never gonna change. The chances are very slim in there. Most people said that the narcissist cannot change. They have a fear of growth. You only by removing yourself from them, you show them where they need to grow. They are immature. All the personality disorders, I investigated, I study them, and so on. They're coming because of lack of maturity, or the biggest problem actually that is desire not to mature. There is a stuck within the childhood trauma. And since they have been child, they only want someone to care for them. While the twin flames is totally the opposite. The twin flames get their situations and they move up, they grow up, they work on themselves constantly. As a light worker, you understanding now that the shadow work, there is have no vacation day. You always do something in the shadow. Otherwise, you're not a light worker, right? There's always something to dig in with, and so on. My advice to you is cut all the contacts, cut all the communications, and let them figure the things out about love from within themselves. But the people who have this narcissistic personality disorder for it, I will suggest you to go ahead and seek and understand what narcissism is from within, because the narcissism is passed from one generation to another. You may see it within generations, grandparents, the person, and the kids. May want to see it in there. There's a lot of correlations, and some of this it's actually a family karma that needs to be resolved. Some of this is because the twin flame choose to be on this, born with this narcissism family, narcissistic traits, because when they ignite it with the love with you, they have to recognize the love within themselves and remove themselves within the family. The narcissist who is made, someone made them in the family. They have to remove themselves out of the family, cut contact with all the families and so on, and they begin to develop themselves. And when they develop themselves, they develop what they were missing of the development in the childhood, and they grow up from within, and they're learning the self growth, the self inspirations, the self care. They're not anymore depending on someone. They're actually develop so much power within themselves. But that's how the path of the healing is. But the most psychologists, they said that the narcissism is uncurable. There is some narcissist who is healed. He turned around himself. There is a guy out on the internet who actually talks about all this, but also giving you advices. What if the narcissist does this and this, you have to run away from it, and that's what goes on, because the toxic traits is toxic. But when you look at it, you and them, you put that light into the shadow that was there. Maybe that was these dark energies of narcissism in the family was never spoken to it. But now when you shows up in this, you shine up the light in their brutality. And but my advice to you how is pretty much everyone advise you out on the YouTube. There it is, cut the contact. But if you doubt, it's very very dark. Usually the narcissists abandon you when you need them the most. They cannot perform. They abandon it. They ghost you because they cannot be responsible to themselves. How come they're going to be responsible to you or accountable for their actions? So you got to be very careful within this, but it is what it is. Evolve from within you, rise above it. Okay. And another thing is that maybe your psyche is a little bit confused because you see the love within them, but you also see the other side. There is the duality that the narcissist created within them. There is a two things: I love you and I don't love you, or I'm like this, I'm building with this, I'm this and this personality. They develop this image within you, but actually they are actions talking about something different. So it could be this situations from within you, but you have to look the actions, not what they told you, because that was misleading, misguidance within them. That's how they kind of like open the door to you, to the energy. It's the control that drives them off the course of the ego. Yes. You may stand on your ground with family and friends about being a TF. If you show weakness, they come to for a kill. Yeah, I mean, I was speaking to you about this last night, and what do you think Why do you think Buddha left this palace of this so he can find the truth of these illuminations? Living a palace, gold and servants and everything and so on, because his father, who was a narcissist, tried to be tell him, hey, you gotta be look beautiful, the beauty, you're not getting old, and so on and so on. He wanted to find the truth. So at some point, you maybe have to stand up your ground as a twin flame, facing the family, disconnect from the family, disconnect from everyone, because guess what? They're just keeping you within this. So you're totally correct, Queen Master. You have to stand up your ground. Both ones. Hopefully, you guys are okay. Glad to see you here in the chat. Hello to you guys, and so much love to you too. Okay, and the whole family. I'm glad it's keep my generations. Yeah, those ones, they can't give you what they have not received. They cannot love themselves. Yeah, the self-love, it's missing within the narcissist because they were codependent. They were indulged within love, and that indulgence in love actually developed the ego from within them. This is the child that always demanding love and attentions from mother or others and so on. And they are codependent. They cannot fix things on their own. They always think they're primary, they're different, they need spatial service, they need spatial attentions, and so on and so on. Some of the traits within narcissists is that right away are creating from a little problem, they make it like huge issues, and there. Yes, and they cannot love themselves. You're right, this one. Yeah, I see these people all the time. My friend, for example, is always asking me for advice about her relationship, comes to repeat the same behavior mistake that brought her to this stage. There's a lot of these people, Tweety, but when you see within them, they come in and they ask you, they may ask you for the attentions, but also the energies from within. But you got to give them an advice. It's like, okay, I give you all this information, I give you all this stuff, I can't give you anymore. You're not doing the work. Either do the work and come back to me, or don't even. You're wasting my time, effort, and energy with this. If you don't change your behavior, you don't put up your actions, you don't fix yourself, why do you doing this? I suggest you, if there is this kind of like a person, tell them to go ahead and have a evaluations. Go to a psychologist and have them do the evaluation, see what is their problem, because they're stuck. They know they have to get out of the jail that they are, but they are scary to walk out of this. And that's what this is. They need these psychology evaluations for it. So, Tweety, if you're working with people like this, you just tell them, because psychology is going to tell them and point out what their personality disorder is. And on the basis of the personality disorder, that can lead back into what they haven't developed. They can study what they haven't developed, and they can build it from within. And then they're going to continue working with you to go with this. That's why some of the people, when I talk to it in the twin flame and the narcissism, which is the past year, pretty much that's all I did actually for it. There was a lot of this energies there comes in. I was like, come on. But that's what is the current state in there for it, for the consultations and so on. And that's what came into it. I continue studying psychology. There is a very good guy that I'm getting in there, and he studied all this. He did this for the humanity. He left it everything as a license opened. Basically, you can take this knowledge and you can share it for real. because he saw this is going to be a pandemic. He gives a 10-15 minutes videos. They are without all this crappiness with full with all these complicated psychology terms and terminology. He actually talking to you like I'm talking to you in a human based words, so we can understand this high level of material in a human words. That's what this is. To me, this guy, he passed away, but to me, I honor his soul within there. So he's explaining their situations on it. Okay, even she's trying to change. They trying to change, but between the try and do, they fear change. They know they have to change, but they fear change. The fear within them is more than the love from within them. That's what they cannot develop love, because always they were depending on love of others, and they learn it every possible way, trickery, situations, and so on to get to that love. And by thinking that when they get you, you're going to provide all the love for them. Bullshit. You find it at some point that these people, they have to develop that love because they have to be equal give and take. And they have to work in there. They have to work within this. So, Tweety, tell that person, hey, maybe you have problems more than just this. Why just not secretly go to a psychologist, let them make evaluations of you, be honest with them. But you know what that is? Most of the narcissists or the bipolar people with these situations, they are lacking to go there, and they lie and cheat the psychologist, or even worse, they're trying to outsmart the psychologist. Even if they go to a therapy, they just go for a little bit, and because of their fear comes out in the light, they're afraid of it, and they stop going. Fear of growth, fear of change. That's what they're trying to change, but they can't. Should I marry him? Should I wait for him? And now 33-year-old is meditation heal narcissist throughout out of me. Brati, what it suggesting you actually from within you is if there is this narcissistic energies feeling inside of you, heal yourself, ground yourself, do a ground meditations if you need to. Do a lot of purging. You have to face the shadow from within you, and focus within love in there. So that energy, this dark energies, when it purge that out of yourself, then you're gonna find more from within you. Blue Swan, yeah, that it's true. The family hurts the twin flames. Yes, the mother, the father can hurt the twin flames. Maybe one of the parents was in a twin flame and there was a situations in there, or maybe the one of the parents it is codependent of the situations, or there could be a jealousy because they want the love uh, that their daughter or their son has with this person, and now they're jealous and they're like, well, I didn't have this love, you should not have it too. This is magic, this is something it's been not right, and so on and so on. And they try to confuse their own child, their own happiness. To some of the cultures, specifically out there, this is what this is. Okay, I'm not talking about specifically about certain countries or regions and so on. There are so many of these cultures in there. You should not marry because you are born gypsy, and because there are different gypsies, you should not marry between these gypsies and that gypsies. Or you are Muslims and a gypsy, you can't marry it in there, or Muslim and Hindus and Christians and so on and so on. It's all the BS. Man-made, egoistic-based situations from within. That's what this is. So, yeah, but the interference is too much. Lilith, they have to face the shadow. I had a man reacting not so nice to me. I was in peace. I was happy inside. I was smiling to know my inner masculine don't react. So I was only looking at this man as nothing happened. Pretty good, Erica. You keep the inner peace within you and just chill out. And yes, you love your TF. Exactly. So much love and gratitude, Erica. It is really scary what that energy brings with. I was convinced he was the devil. Granda 77. At some point, they shows a darkness within themselves, which is they were in. You need to understand if you're twin flame, it's in all this darkness, family situations, or in this darkness, they show you what they have from within themselves. The light in the soul is light in the soul, but the rest of it, what is? That's what it is. Sometimes you have to open the back and seek more from within. And Blue Swan, so much love and kisses. I felt like I was in hell. Yeah, some of the people have to go through hell. You need to understand to reach this level of awareness and love as a twin flame, you have to walk through hell. You can't be just, that's what your power is. That's what this energy is within you. That beautiful divine love within yourself. And makes you stronger, makes you powerful as a soul within you. Even death cannot put you down. You know, worry about if tomorrow, some situations and so on. Why? Because you know things other people's don't. You do things that other people's want, and you got something that other people don't have. You establish your communications and your energies with divine. But they didn't do the work. They didn't get this. And that's what, if you didn't do the inner work, they're not going to get what you have. That's what it's all about. I think also need to be discerned when I see a psychologist, especially when vulnerable, may take a few tries to find the right one. Yes, there is some of the psychologists in there. Actually, they study psychologists because they have psychology issues within them. To find the right psychologist, it is looking at the psychologist who is, when you go there, he doesn't look too personally to his own situations. He actually step out and see it as a third side. He is basically on the principle of the judge. The judge listens to two sides and then makes the decisions in the situations. So it has to be some psychologists that they are act on the basis of independent from within themselves. You're right about this, Elizabeth. So I totally agree with you. But if you need to sick with someone, that's what goes on. Yes, and that's what. Tweety, it's hard, guys. The TF relationship is not like walking apart; it's balancing and continuously. Yes, exactly. Those ones. Totally agree. The purging, yeah, I'm still purging stuff. I'm still purging stuff for ever since I was awakened. I'm purging it even now, constantly purging. But that purging leaves me to open up this heaviness back and take stuff out of it. There was a quote that sometimes you have to stop, you have to take that back, you have to open it, dig inside of it, and see, oh, I don't need you anymore. Goodbye. Or you have some energies inside of you that I don't need this anymore. Goodbye. Let it go. Poof. That's what this is. And there, you guys are right. The issue is the psychologists, if you are not it yet, they don't understand why. So go back and look at these videos. He has a lot of info on this. This one, thank you. I was talking to a psychologist last night, And I told them, they need to understand spirituality, psychology is different than psychologies that the people are studying these days. Because the psychology is based on the human-based behavior, but they don't look at it, the psychology of the spiritual-based behavior. It's not developed that much. And that's what the people coming into the twin flame to ask for connections and situations and so on. And we are working on this development as a twin flame community. Okay, psychology was built back in the days within the community from the Greek philosophers. They were coming out in the public, they do the speech. Is the same thing that right now twin flames are coming out and speaking the twin flames. Only difference is back in the days they don't have the internet and doesn't go around the world. Compared to today as the twin flames, that is the community. We are here, we are getting out there, we are doing the things, and we're doing the same thing. Just the difference is the psychology base back then, they were also talking about the soul. All this Plato, Aristotle, Socrates, they were talking about the soul love. They were talking about the agape. But why? Why even 2,000 years passed? Let's hold on. Ego, Piscean energy, shadow side, controls, manipulations, and so on and so on. Why don't we now study psychology of the ancient Greek in schools? That should have been studied throughout the years in every school. That's why we're going to develop this moral in there. Yeah, we got to study advanced math and advanced physics and advanced other things in there. I can agree with this. But something more important as a human-based behavior, so the people know how to human-based behave in the world, is not studied at schools. Control, manipulations, creating a dumb society, so the dumb society does not going to know what's going on in the world. This BS has to stop. And right now, like it or not, it is what it is. The world's going to awaken to this. So, yeah. And, Bratati, I wasn't saying that you have this disorder. No. But meditations could help to reach the higher self, and the higher self can heal this. But even the higher self, he needs to perform with actions there. Bratati, I believe when you're in India, I want to give you one movie about this toxicity in there. It's called Ashiki 2. He hadn't in that movie, he couldn't overcome everything, even that he go and so on and so on. And his habits prevent him to do what he has to. Okay? And you need to understand at some point certain things are there. And that's what I can understand your pain about that you love him so much. And I bet you do love him. But look at it, the toxic love, how much pain brings within you, and how much pain about this love is within you. Love is not pain, and it should not be. Love is joy, fulfillment. So I will suggest you to watch this movie. And there is another movie I want you to watch in there. It is Hamari Aduri Kahani. See the love there. Tweety, I can also see what's wrong with her, but it's very hard to tell someone this darkness which is with them. Thank you for the advice. You totally agree with you. You gotta have the balls to tell them the truth. Your twin flame. It's like, you know what? Listen, be polite though. The way I'm looking at it, because a lot of the people coming to me with twin flames issues, but they actually don't have twin flames issues. They have personality issues because they acting in this and so on. And I suggested them, you know what? It's much better you to go ahead and contact with psychologists and work with psychologists and so on. And you know what? I gotta tell you that some of those cases there is very beautiful success in there. Someone turns around when they are twin flame. They recognize the toxic traits within them, that those traits were passed into their children. Now the psychologists work with the children, even them, so it helps to heal all this. And one of this person actually went in, studied Reiki, and now she's a Reiki master and helps people. Okay? That's what love does. But you have to have the guts to do it, to tell them, I think that there is maybe something you should check out with a psychologist. Because if you're not a professional psychologist, okay, you have no rights actually to give an advice when it comes to that fine line. Okay, there is a fine line of the things that we do as a twin flames because we are working with psychology within the soul. But there is this fine line when you understand that the issues are human-based behavior. You need to understand that fine line and don't cross it. The best thing to do is send them into a psychologist and something and do all this from within. The energy side, the spiritual side, yes, you went through this, you heal, you know how to do it, you point them out, you guide them, great. That's what did you do. That's what you are as a twin flame when it comes to the personal behaviors in there. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. So thank you for the dot info situations in there. Yeah, project will continues to evolve. Yes. Then the downloads come and will continue to purge and grow. Yes, the more downloads we're getting, the more we are going from within. The more situations are going and so on. So it's gonna be okay. But you have to have the trust within. My question was not related to my twin flame. I was asking about my friend's behavior. Your friend's behavior. Some of your friends, maybe you find out that they were trying to project in their fears on you. They try to control you, advise you, and so on, Tweety. But when it comes into the twin flame, you need trying to tell your friends about the twin flame connections and so on. And they have nothing understanding about this, and you're following their advice, you're going to find out that those friends, they don't understand you. And you're going to understand that those friends, maybe they weren't. Yeah. So be careful who you listen to. It. Don't go and ask for advice in the twin flames if you're asking for an average person who has no idea what twin flames is. So it will change. Actually, changing this will go in here as the beginning. Yes. Blue Sound, yes, it's hard. What you can do is just send more inner peace without thoughts. But from the heart. Exactly. The divine compassion in the heart, it is different, and the kind of like a human-based development from within. The divine energies in your heart is a little bit different. You're gonna feel it from within you, and that's gonna make you to create different habits, different actions, different situations from within you. Okay, you are not gonna be yourself anymore to be used in there, or people taking advantages from you. You actually, it's going to be putting this placement of the divine, like putting everyone in its place. If somebody needs the divine compassion from it, you're going to give it to them. But if you have to tell someone, hey, get to work, go get yourself, stop being around here and doing all the situations inside, get to work. You can do that. So there's going to be a lot of this coming in and coming out. Yes. Pratati, thank you for your advice. Love and namaste. You're welcome. Namaste to you too. And thank you for coming to a chat. Actually, it's beautiful to see different people around here. More and more people coming out of their shells and coming to the chat. And I want to say to all of you who are coming into a chat here and posting the messages here into the chat, guys, I love you. Thank you so much for, and all of you who are watching these videos, even if you don't come to the chat, I love you too. But it's different when I see people who are actually crossing this boundaries and they're coming to a chat and chat with us. I want to say thank you, guys. And Grande, love and light to all. Exactly, love and light to all. I step away for a minute, sending the love now. Oh, CF, that's okay. I'll blame Mercury retrograde on it. No. Okay. Making fun with Mercury retrograde, but sometimes you have to make fun of it, but it is what it is. It's the energies. And glad to see you here with that love, guys. Blue Swan sends a lot of love. So it's Diamond B. Hi, Sophie 777. Thank you for coming to a chat. All right, guys. Wow, this has been an hour and a half talk. The energy was good. Yeah, the transformations of this Lilith energies, these shadow energies that it was, and using this moon energy in practice today. Pretty good exercise, I would say, for us. But look at it, guys, within yourself. You changed, you evolved, you understand this beautiful love. And the beauty of that love, you're shining through the world. Keep shining it in there. Keep this fire in the soul and keep this love deeply, deeply in yourself, but also sharing it out into the world, because the world needs that love. The world needs more of this love, because that's what the future is. The future is love. Now you guys can, if you have some more questions, you can ask, or if you have any topic ideas for tomorrow, it's going to be good, because tomorrow we are going to have the moon goes into Cancer, which is the family. And now we can experience some little situations when the moon is in Cancer. There's going to be a meeting with the moon and Lilith. So there could be these intense situations with the emotions, the intuitions, and the shadow side of the feminine energies from within the family. So be staying on your toes, but I'm going to do the astrogravitational report tomorrow for you guys. So if you guys have any idea for a topic, now is the time. And I want to say thank you to Nick for the topic today. He's probably sleeping, but if you don't know Nick, it's Alchemy of Balance 333 here in the chat. Hopefully, we did a good job today with all this. Oh, I'm gonna have some thought with you guys. While you guys thinking any about topic. Wow, 22 people and 11 likes. 2211. The numbers actually has been lately has been increasing so much, and I see them only as energy. I recognize it. And I'm like, okay, all right. There's been a lot of 707. There's been a lot of 0707, 0808, 0909. A lot of this energies has been in there, and triple digit energies. They're the same. So, Elizabeth, thank you, Dio, and everyone. You're welcome, Elizabeth. You're welcome. All right. If you guys have no topic idea, let's share the love and the light in here. And as usual, let's thinking about within ourselves as a twin flame in this divine union from within us. This is divine connections with it. Maybe this lifetime is not possible for you and your twin flame to be together. Maybe it is. Maybe you have to step out of boundaries. Maybe you have to step out and evolve within yourself. My message is to you is only one thing: be a truth from within you. Because that truth from within you leads you to the true path within the universe. You have that within yourself. There is no more honorable part in the universe than this. There is no more honor. You to honor the soul from within you. That dignity, compassion with the divine energies inside of you. Because behind all that, there is the beauty of the love and the energy of the creations of the universe, the life force, the life energy that created all this. And there is your home. You to come back home with that energy. You to become one with that energy. That is it, what twin flames is. A couple that comes together under the divine guidance. Guys, I love you so much. Alicia, thank you for the super champ. Thank you so much. And that is what the love is. You want to understand love? Go home. Go home with the truth, the dignity, and the compassion of that life force that is out in the universe. And it's coming, guys. That's what I'm leaving you with. Love you all. I'll share the love here, and you guys be loved. I'll see you tomorrow. Be loved, guys.